The fall of St. Peter. Why did he fall? Venerable Archbishop Fulton Sheen gives us the steps by which St. Peter fell. First step. The Last Supper, Jesus wanted to wash the feet of the apostles and Peter. What did he do? He resisted, he contradicted the Lord. Our falls also are related to our contradicting, our resisting the will of God in our lives. Second step. There in the Garden of Gethsemane, when Jesus was praying fervently for the salvation of the world, Peter, James, and John, they fell asleep when they should have accompanied the Lord. Without a doubt, one of the principal reasons why we sin is that either we don't pray or we pray poorly. Rewind the film of your life. You're going to notice a constant. When you are weak in prayer, you are prone to sin, and you did fall, like St. Peter. Third step. When finally Judas comes with a band of soldiers to arrest Jesus, Peter pulls his sword out of the scabbard and he strikes Malchus and cuts his ear off. So Peter utilizes violence. And Jesus says, "Stop, Peter. He who lives by the sword will die by the sword." So we never use violent means to accomplish God's will in our lives. Number 4, when Jesus is arrested, Peter, instead of walking side by side with Jesus, he drags his feet and walks behind the Lord. With us, we should never be ashamed of Christ and walk behind him, but rather walk side by side with him, even if it means persecution and the cross, and possibly even martyrdom. Lastly, that Holy Thursday night was a cold night, and Peter got close to the fire and he started to warm himself. And then he was asked 3 times if he knew Jesus. He denied it 3 times. The last point is that Fulton Sheen says that Peter gave in to creature comfort or sensuality. Then he denied our Lord 3 times. Another talk will speak about the resurrection of Peter, but I'll give you a little hint. The resurrection of Peter starts with Jesus coming out of the courtyard and looking Peter into the eyes. The look of Jesus was not a look of anger, of condemnation. It was a look of sorrow. Jesus was hurt. But it was a look of great compassion, that Jesus had already forgiven Peter. So let's study the life of Peter and see how many of these elements we can identify in our own lives.